Good morning students. Today I am taken remedial class 6 on the topic various type of FET controller. I Fani Bhushan Sharma mainly focusing how many types of FETs and how it is controlled. The various type of FETs controller, mainly the purpose of FETs controller are series compensation and shunt compensation. FETs for series compensation modified line impedance X is decreased so as far to increase the transmitting power. However, the formula of power is P equal to V square upon X minus X is sin delta, and reactive power formula V square upon X minus X is sin 1 minus cos delta. Here we are discussing various FETs controllers. Let us take one by one. Thyristor static var compensator, SVC, thyristor control series compensator, TCSC, STATCOM, UPFC, unified power controller, thyristor control voltage regulator and phase angle regulator. Here we are discussing STATCOM. What is STATCOM? The STATCOM static synchronous compensator. Static synchronous compensator. The STATCOM has a characteristic similar to a static synchronous compensator, also known as a static synchronous condenser, is a regulating device used on alternating current electricity transmission network. It is based on power electronics voltage source converter and can act as either a source or sink of the reactive power AC on electricity network. What are the usage? The usage of STATCOM is installed to support electricity network that have a poor power factor and often poor voltage regulation. There are, however, other uses. The most common usage for voltage stability. The STATCOM has proper characteristics similar to the synchronous condenser, but as an electronic device it has no inertia and is superior to the synchronous condenser in several ways. It has better dynamics, lower investment cost and lower operating and lower maintenance cost. The STATCOM is a shunt connected reactive power compensation device that is capable of generating or absorbing reactive power and in which the output can be varied to control the specific parameter of an electrical power system. We already said that it can use as a sink of reactive power. It is generally a solid state switching converter capable of generating or absorbing independently controlled real and reactive power as its output terminal when it is fed from an energy source or energy storage device at its input terminal. This is the basic diagram of STATCOM in power circuit. Voltage source converter, DC energy source and magnetic coupling with the associated EHV bus. Especially STATCOM is a voltage source converter that from a given input of DC voltage produces a set of three-phase AC output voltage, each in phase winding and coupled to the corresponding AC system voltage through a relatively small reactance. A STATCOM can improve power system performance in such areas as the following: the dynamic control in transmission and distribution system, the power oscillation damping in power transmission system, the transient stability, the voltage flicker control, the control of not only reactive power but also active power in the connected line requiring a DC energy source. What is the principle of STATCOM? STATCOM is a controlled reactive power source. It provides the desired reactive power generation and absorption entirely by means of electronic processing of the voltage and current waveform in voltage source converter that is known as VSC. The exchange of reactive power between the converter and the AC system can be controlled by varying the amplitude of the three-phase output voltage of the converter as shown. This is the diagram in 4 quadrants. If the amplitude of the output voltage is increased above that of the utility bus voltage, then a current flow through the reactance from the converter to the AC system, and the converter generates capacitive reactive power for the AC system. If the amplitude of output voltage, then the current flows from the AC system to converter, and the converter absorbs inductive reactive power from the AC system. The amplitude of the output voltage equals the AC system voltage. The reactive power exchange becomes zero, in which case the statecom is said to be in a floating state. Adjusting the phase shift between the converter output voltage and the AC system voltage can be similarly control real power exchange between the converter and the AC system from its DC energy storage if the converter output voltage is made to lead the AC system voltage. On the other hand, if absorbed real power from the AC power for the DC system, if its voltage lags behind the AC system voltage, although reactive power is generated internally by the action of converter switch, a DC capacitor must still be connected to across the input terminal of the converter. The primary needs for the capacitor is to provide a circulating current path as well as a voltage source. The magnitude of the capacitor is chosen so that the DC supply voltage across its terminal remain fairly constant, prevent in form contributing the ripple in the DC current. The VCS output voltage in the form of a staircase wave into which a smooth sinusoidal current form AC system is drawn, resulting in slight fluctuation in the output power of the converter. Depending on the converter configuration employed, it's possible to calculate two minimum capacitance required to meet the system requirement, such as ripple limits on the DC voltage and the rated reactive power support need the AC system. A DC capacitor bank is used to stabilize the controllable DC voltage needed for operation of VSC. Thank you very much.